Hi everyone and welcome to a very exciting Theme Park Worldwide news update. 2024 is going to be a massive year for the UK theme park industry, with many different parks opening new additions for 2024. Now of course one of them new additions is coming to Drayton Manor next year. This is a new themed area and also new roller coaster, and we are really looking forward to this one. It's the first coaster that Drayton Manor have built since 2011, and there's a lot of hype and excitement around this ride. And even more so this week, as the track has now finally arrived for this exciting new roller coaster. In this video, we're going to bring you all the latest updates. We'll take a look at the track that has now been delivered to the resorts, and also as well have a bit of a recap on what we know so far about this coaster, and also the location where it's been built within the park. Now, over the past few years, Drayton Manor has seen a lot of investment since it got took over by the Looping Group. We saw that with Adventure Cove, along with that the Vikings themed area, and also in events and other experiences around the park. So it's really positive to see the amount of investment that Looping Group have put in. Now, of course, we've seen a lot of new flat rides and other additions, which is great. However, what the park has needed for a long time now is a new roller coaster, a new draw to get people into the park and come and experience just a new coaster on the park, because yeah, it's been a long time coming, this one. It was actually Accelerator back in 2011 that was the newest coaster. Obviously back then it was themed around Ben 10, and yeah, it got rethemed when the license was dropped into Accelerator. But yeah, it's been a long time since that, 2011, so it's been a long time coming. However, it's certainly looking like it's more than worth it. We have lost a couple of rides at the top end of the park these past couple of years, starting off of course with Pandemonium and then also Apocalypse. It was a ride that was very close to my heart. I'm still sad to this day that it's come out. However, this is the location for this new roller coaster and themed area that's currently under construction at the park. So yeah, that's a bit of a recap about where this is being built and all the investment that we've seen over the past few years. They've created new themed areas, they've brought new rides in, and yeah, the fact we've finally got to this coaster is brilliant to see. Now, in terms of the ride, it's been manufactured by Intamin. They're a Swiss company, big manufacturer. We spoke about them for many years here on the channel. They've built some fantastic coasters out there, thrill rides, family rides, all the way around the world. Here in the UK, for example, Intamin have built the likes of 13 and Rita at Alton Towers, and many other great rides throughout the country, especially at Drayton Manor. Now, they've actually worked with Intamin quite a bit in the past, Drayton Manor, on rides such as Shockwave, Maelstrom, and various other attractions located within the park. So yeah, it was no surprise really that the park wanted to stick with that relationship they've got with Intamin to build this new roller coaster. Now, of course, all the clearance work took place earlier this year. There was nothing really happening over the summer on the site other than the removal of an old building, an old fish and chip shop that used to be there, and just generally clearing some of the landscaping ready to actually start the foundations. Then back at the start of September, work was well underway on the groundwork for this project, and that's still ongoing now and has been for the past couple of months. That's really why there's been no other updates, because it's just been groundwork taking place up until the point where we are this week, where track has now arrived at the resort, and yeah, it's set to be installed very soon, which is really exciting. So of course, from this point on, there's going to be a lot more updates on this new coaster, and bringing you all the latest here on Theme Park Worldwide. But yeah, should we take a look at the track? Here we go. So yeah, actually, if you are visiting Drayton Manor for their Christmas Wonderland event, anyone can see this. It's not kind of anywhere where you can't see it. It's right by the hotel. So when you're heading round to the park there, you can see it, and when you're driving in, you'll get a good look at this. Yeah, you can see all the track that has been delivered just here, and it's always very exciting when track arrives, isn't it? Now, of course, this isn't the whole of the layout, not all of the track that's here yet. However, there's a substantial amount, along with the supports that have been there for quite a while now. They were the first thing to be delivered onto the car park just there next to the Drayton Manor Hotel. And yeah, as we can see there, I'm really liking the colour scheme for this. You can kind of see it's like a goldy yellow colour for the track there. Not like a bright yellow, I'm going to say more gold, what they've gone for here, but that does look really nice. I'm liking that. Good contrast with the supports that are the darker colour there as well, like a grey black, and yeah, they're looking fantastic. and the lighter part of the support there will actually be buried down into the ground. So that's why it's two different colours there on the supports. But still, great to see all of this that's been delivered to the park. And yeah, looking at all these different sections of track here, it's looking great, isn't it? I mean, some of the curves and profiling on this looks great. I mean, you can already see where there's going to be some good moments of airtime, some of the different elements to this. And yes, it is going to be a family thrill roller coaster. And yeah, in terms of a family thrill coaster, I would class like 13, another Intamin coaster at Alton Towers, as being a family thrill. Spinball Whizzer also at Alton Towers. So we're not talking like big, intense thrills, but we're not talking a smaller family layout either. This is going to be a moderate style ride. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great addition to Drayton Manor, especially with their direction moving forward. It's clear that the days of Drayton Manor building big, intense thrill rides are in the past. However, this is their new kind of target audience moving forwards. Rides kind of like Maelstrom that they've got now, which is a family thrill flat ride. And that's the sort of level we're going to see in the future. And I think this coaster is going to be on the same sort of level thrill-wise as something like Maelstrom, and also Shockwave with its sit-down trains that it's having for next year as well. So yeah, I think it's a great move going forwards. But yeah, just looking at the track and supports here, loving the colour scheme. We'll talk more about what the theme looks to be in just a moment too, because there's more parts of the construction that are very visible to anybody visiting at the moment from inside the park. So if you're going down there, you can see lots happening, which is great, especially if you do go on Accelerator. Yeah, if you're going up there, which is open over Christmas, you actually get a lovely view over the construction site. Of course, you can't take any photos and videos whilst you're on the ride, but visually you can see everything that's happening on there. And that's the thing with this coaster. It's very visible, very accessible for anybody just to see. And I think that's what's really exciting, especially the park being open over Christmas. They've got zoo days as well. So there's plenty of opportunities to go down there and see this construction for yourself. But of course, if you can't do that, we'll bring you all the latest updates here on Theme Park Worldwide too. And it was great getting on site when the groundwork first started at the start of September, and just kind of seeing the layout for this ride that is going to feature a lift hill and also a launch. Yeah, that shows that it's going to be quite a long ride. We're not looking at a short layout here with it having the lift hill and the launch as well. All the footers seem to be going in now, very close actually to Jormungandr, formerly Buffalo, which is that Zamperla powered coaster. You can kind of see how the supports are very close to that. From the groundwork that we can see there. And yeah, in general, it's looking like a brilliant ride. I'm really excited to see this, and also the theming of how this is going to come together and the overall layout, because yeah, you can kind of get an idea now on the layout from looking at the site. However, you know, it's one of them until you start seeing it actually go vertical, whenever that is, hopefully in a few weeks time, then yeah, you're really going to get an idea for the layout for this coaster. But yeah, in terms of the theme for this, let me show you this here from inside the park. This is clearly visible from by Accelerator if you are going down and want to see the progress they're making over the coming weeks. But yeah, the facades are being completely changed there on the street behind Accelerator, kind of where the 4D cinema is. Just past the entrance to that, all them facades are being changed, and it's quite clear to see what's going on with these. The Wild West style building fronts all going on there. Looks great. They've completely changed the shaping of the buildings, and also the colours on there. The detailing seems to be moving on quite a way as well. Also, the former toilet block in the middle of the site. We didn't know at first what was going to be happening with that. Seems like that's staying. That's all been wooden cladded. There's work going on with the facade of Sheriff Showdown, the interactive ride that's Wild West themed, and also the former Drunken Barrels at the back has had some facade work done as well. So yeah, there's lots happening. Next time we're down at the park, I'll get a lot more footage, a lot more updates to share with you all. We just have that much going on at the moment. We was there the other day for Christmas, but obviously it was at night, so we didn't really get to see much of it in the daytime. But I'll certainly make sure we do very soon and bring you another update. But yeah, how exciting. So yeah, it's clearly looking like a Wild West theme from what we can see visibly happening in the park. You've then got the track that's now arrived on site as well, and is set to be going vertical soon by the looks of it. How exciting. Let me know your thoughts down below in the video comments. I realise it's been a while since we filmed an update on this, but don't worry, they're going to be a lot more regular now. I've had lots of people asking, oh, you know, when's your next update from Drayton Manor? In all honesty, it's been mostly groundwork, nothing that exciting really happening yet until now. This week, a lot's happening. We're going to make regular trips down to the park, and of course bring you lots of updates here on Theme Park Worldwide. Thank you very much for joining, and that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. We'll see you in the next video.